ওকে ম্যাম, তাহলে শেয়ার করি।
পরে যারা দিবেন হ্যান্ড রেজ করেন, তারপর আমি সেই অনুযায়ী একজন একজন করে ডাকবো। কিন্তু সময় কিন্তু 3 মিনিট।
Assalamu alaikum. I am Fahima Ritu. My ID is 181002075 and my presentation title is hacking. What is hacking? Hacking is a kind of excuse me, ma'am.
Yes. Itu
ম্যাম একটু আমার একটু প্রবলেম হচ্ছে, এক মিনিট। জি ম্যাম, কন্টিনিউ করছি। What is hacking? Hacking is the art or something. Hacking is the process of activities to gain unauthorized access to system or resources. This is an example of hacking between programmer and hacker. Types of hacker. There are 3 types of hacker are available. First of all, black hat hacker. Black hat hackers or crackers are individuals with extraordinary computing skills, restoring to malicious or destructive activities. Black hat hackers use their knowledge and skill for their own personal gains, probably by harming others. And white hat hacker, those individual professional hacker skills and using them for defensive purposes. That means the white hat hackers use their knowledge and skill for the good of others and for the common good. Then gray hat hackers, these are individuals who work both offensively and defensively at various times. We cannot predict their behavior. Sometimes they use their skills for the common good, while in some other times he uses them for their personal gains. General hacking methods. A typical attacker works in the following manner: identify the target system, gathering information on the target system, finding a possible loophole in the target system, exploiting this loophole using exploit code, removing all traces from the log files, and escaping without a trace. Why do hackers hack? When someone hacks a computer or network system, it's typically for one of the following reasons: credit card information, for money. In recent years, it has become increasingly possible for hackers to steal credit card information. Identify theft. Hackers can potentially steal identity by simply hacking into a computer. 3. Business information. In the modern world, it is not at all uncommon for incredibly important business information to be stored on computers. Egotism. Some hackers hack computers slowly to prove that they can. This individual may do anything from small-scale hacking. Negative effects of hacking: financial losses, loss of information. Later 1980s, hackers break into and deface federal websites, including the U.S. Department of Justice, U.S. Air Force, CIA, NASA, and others. In 2013, India arrests 2.4 crore hit by cyber criminals who hacked into the Mumbai-based RPG group. Top 10 countries with most hackers: USA, China, Turkey, Russia, Romania, India, Italy, Hungary. Thank you.
ম্যাম আমি শুরু করি।
ফেরদৌস ফারিহা
জি ম্যাম শুরু করি ম্যাম।
এই সেকেন্ডে তো আমার দেওয়ার কথা ছিল ওই দিন।
আমি শেয়ার করে ফেলতে পারছি।
ম্যাম ফারিয়া তো হাতও তুলে নাই।
আচ্ছা থাক উনি শেয়ার দিয়ে দিছে, শুরু করে দেন, সমস্যা নাই। সবারটাই নিব, অধৈর্য হয়েন না, এখন এখন করে সবাই দিবে, সমস্যা নাই।
Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Jannatul Firdaus. Today I'm talking about cyber security. That is the content. Now, first we have to know what is cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is a state or process or protecting a recovering computer system, network, device, and program from any type of cyber attack. Cyber attacks are an increasingly sophisticated and involving danger to your sensitive data, as attackers employ new methods powered by social engineering and artificial intelligence to circum traditional data security control. On the other word, I can say cybersecurity is a protection of internet connected systems such as hardware, software, and data from cyber threats. To keep customer data protected while embracing new technology, intelligent food security solution should be implemented to prevent unauthorized access and encourage the use of storage password. Let's see an example how cybersecurity is important for us and why cybersecurity is important. She is Anna. Anna often shop at www.shoppingcart.com. She has an information like email, phone number, debit card details, and address at shoppingcart.com. To get hassle-free and online shopping, she often orders here. Her information is stored in server. One day she got an email at shoppingcart.com for a special discount voucher. In order to receive the coupon card, she visited the link and fulfilled all the information. She thought it was just an account verification step. Few minutes later, she realized the danger she would be faced. Her account balance zero and they are not cut specific money. Then she understand it was fake. Shoppingcart.com was an unauthorized access. This is called cyber attack. And this is a hacker. Now, what to? In need she could have with the help of cybersecurity. In this case, we can say cybersecurity is important for us in this modern era. Now, cybersecurity attack. Cybersecurity attack can be specified into the following categories: web-based attack, injection attack, DNS snooping, sneezing, hijacking, phishing, brute force, denials of service, file intrusion attack, system-based attack, virus, worm, Trojan horse, backdoors, boots. Attack versus prevent. Without a cybersecurity program, your organization cannot defend itself against data branch campaign marketing. It is an irreversible target of cyber criminals. We face different type of cyber attack like our bank account, business site, software, etc. To prevent cyber attack, we follow some criteria like Wi-Fi security, control access to your system, backup your data, install a firewall, ensure endpoint protection, etc. Cyber security goal. Confidentiality is roughly equivalent to privacy and avoid the unauthorized disclosure of information. It involves the protection of data, providing access for those who are allowed to see it while disallowing others from learning anything about content. That encryption is a good example to ensure confidentiality. There are some tools of confidentiality that is encryption, access control, authentication, authorization, and physical security. Integrity. Integrity refers to the method for ensuring data is real, accurate, and safe from unauthorized user modification. It is properly that information has not been already in unauthorized way, and the source of the information is genuine. And some tools of integrity, backups, checksum, data correction code, and availability. Now, availability. It is the property in which information is accessible and modifiable in the timely fashion by those authorization to so. It is the guarantee of reliable and consistent access to our sensitive data by unauthorized people. Tools of availability, physical protection, and computational redundancy. Cybersecurity principles. There are some cybersecurity principles like economy of mechanism, fail-safe, default, complete mediation, open design, separate privilege, least privilege, least common mechanism, physical, psychological acceptability, work factor, and compress with delete. There is the reference. Any question?
Okay, thank you, Fariha. No questions.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. বলেন।
ম্যাম আমার ল্যাপটপের ব্যাটারিটা নষ্ট হয়ে গেছে, আমি একটু সার্ভিসিং এ যাচ্ছি। আমি নেক্সট টাইম প্রেজেন্টেশনটা দিতে চাচ্ছি, প্রবলেম হবে?
ঠিক আছে, সমস্যা নেই।
আচ্ছা ম্যাম, থ্যাংক ইউ।
আচ্ছা, আপনারা যারা হ্যান্ড রেজ করছেন, আমি হচ্ছে এখন একজন একজন করে আইডি ওয়াইজ ডাকবো, ঠিক আছে? কিরণ স্টার্ট করেন।
রিনেম অপশনটা একটু এনেবল করে দিবেন।
ম্যাম ম্যাম আমার একটু অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট হয়েছিল, তো আমি একটু সেলাই কাটতে হসপিটালে যাইতে চাইছিলাম, তো আমার প্রেজেন্টেশনটা একটু আগে নিয়ে নিলে ভালো হতো।
ওকে, তাহলে কিরণেরটার পরে আপনারটা নেই।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে ম্যাম।
ওকে
ম্যাম, আগে ওটা নিয়ে নেন।
ঠিক আছে, থ্যাংক ইউ। ওকে মাবিয়া, স্টার্ট করেন।
জি ম্যাম, আমি স্ক্রিন শেয়ার করতেছি।
ওকে
ম্যাম আমার স্ক্রিন দেখা যাচ্ছে?
দেখা যাচ্ছে, শুরু করেন।
Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Mabia Islam Tanjum and my ID is 181002184. And thank you to my honorable teacher Jasia Sharmin ma'am. Today my topic is biometric security using cryptography. Here is the content. Introduction to biometric security, cryptography, principle and standard of biometrics, attributes of biometrics encryption, advantage and trace of biometric system, application of biometric system, and conclusion. Introduction to biometric security. A biometric is defined as a unique measurable biological characteristic for recognizing or verifying the identity of human being. Measurable characteristic of a individual based on their physiological features and behavioral patterns that can be used to recognize or verify their identify. Statistically, analyzing these biological characteristics is known as the science of biometrics. Cryptography. Cryptography is an important feature of computer security and it depends on the secrecy of the secret or private key. The user choose an easily remembered passcode that is used to encrypt the cryptographic key, and this key is then stored in database. The receiver of the cryptographic text use a key to decrypt the message, returning to its original plain text form. Security of the cryptographic is weak due to practical problems of remembering passcode. And since the passcode is not directly tied to a user, the system is unable to differentiate between legitimate and the attacker. Principles and standards of biometric key. Everyone in the world is unique, and this uniqueness can be used for identity verification. Here is some principles and standards of biometric: uniqueness, permanence, collectability, performance, acceptability, and circumventions. Attribute of biometric. Biometric has three attributes: behavioral attributes, physical attributes, and behavioral and physical attributes. Signature and keystrokes are goes on behavioral attributes. Fingerprints, eye retinas and iris, facial patterns, and hand measurements, ear shape are goes on physical attribute, and voice is goes on behavioral and physical attributes. Fingerprint recognition. Fingerprints are unique to each individual, and no two fingerprints are alike. Convert the image of a fingerprint into a mathematical template of the print's minutiae points, and fingerprints contains pattern to ridges and valleys as well as minutiae points. Iris recognition. Iris recognition or iris scanning is the process of using visible and near infrared light to take a high contrast photograph of a person iris. The image is analyzed and a 512 byte code is generated. The code is then compared with the iris imprints and stored in database, and used to determine the individual's authorization level. And it is a form of biometric technology in the same category as face recognition and fingerprints. Biometric encryption. It provides a mechanism for the linking and retrieval of a digital key using a biometric. This biometric might be a 2D image such as fingerprints, palm prints, face, and iris or retina. The resulting digital key is then used as a cryptographic key. The key is completely dependent on the biometric data, so that the use of the biometric is not forfeited. Advantages and traits of biometrics. Here is some advantages of biometric. Biometric directly authenticates the person, not indirectly through a password or token. Biometrics features are difficult to settle. Still, thereby making biometric authentication very strong. The biometric feature is immediately portable and unlikely to be lost. User can share or forget his retina or fingerprints, while the password and username are easily forgotten. Here is the traits of biometrics. We can see organizational have two traits: software and physical. As with any IT security system, biometric-based security policy must deal with the threats from the workers of the organization who can damage any software or hardware component of the system. Then attack on the biometric sensor acquisition device, and another is a communication channel attack. It is known as man in the middle attack. In the channel between the sensor and the feature extraction unit, or the one between the reference database and the matching units is attacked. The attacker will gain information about the biometric data. Applications of biometric system: PC access and internet security, such as computer network security and internet transaction, laptop security, application level security, physical area security, such as military, government, banking, voting, and prisons. employee record check, and mobile phones network access and theft protection, mobile financial transaction like credit card and ATM cards. Conclusion. The current generation biometric identification device offer cost and performance advantages over manual security procedures. All these methods have shown that using biometric for identification or verification based security system and crypto systems is promising technology. Thank you everyone.
ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ মাবিয়া, আপনি অনেক সময় নিছেন, 3 মিনিট।
Sorry ma'am.
ওকে, নো প্রবলেম। আচ্ছা, আমি বাকিদেরকে একটু বলতেছি যারা পরে দিবেন, যাদের অনেকগুলো যদি থাকে স্লাইড গুলো একটু কমায় নেন, ঠিক আছে, যাতে 3 মিনিটের মধ্যে শেষ করতে পারেন। ইম্পর্টেন্ট স্লাইড গুলো।
আচ্ছা ম্যাম, আপনি যদি ওই যে আইডি ওয়াইজ দিতেন তাহলে ভালো হতো, ওই যে যারা যারা দিবে।
যারা হ্যান্ড রেজ করছে তাদের থেকে। ওকে, 1 মিনিট, আমি প্রথমে দেখি।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম ম্যাম।
সবার আগে হবে।
প্রেজেন্টেশন কি আজকে শেষ করে দিবেন?
আজকে শেষ করব।
নেক্সট ক্লাসে যদি দেই?
না,
ম্যাম আমি কি লিভ নিতে পারি?
নেক্সট ক্লাসে সুযোগ নাই?
নেক্সট ক্লাসে চান্স নাই। ওকে, কথা কম, আমরা কাজ শুরু করি তাড়াতাড়ি। রেদওয়ান কি প্রেজেন্ট আছে ক্লাসে? রেদওয়ান নাই। ওকে, কিরণ স্টার্ট করেন। কিরণ,
ম্যাম কিরণ মনে হয় পরে দিবে।
কিরণের স্ক্রিন দেখতে পাচ্ছি, কথা বলতেছে না কেন?
ম্যাম সিএম কে ডাকেন তাহলে 33 ওটা অফ করে দিন।
ওকে, এরপরে শরীফুল ইসলাম। আচ্ছা
ম্যাম সিএম আছে, সিএম।
জি ম্যাম, আমি শেয়ার করব।
ম্যাম সিএম এর আগে তো আমি ম্যাম।
সিএম এর আগে আপনি ঈশা। ওকে,
তুমি তো হাত তুলো নাই।
হ্যাঁ
আছে
ম্যাম।
কি
ম্যাম আমার ডিভাইস অফ হয়ে গেছিল, তো এজন্য আমি কানেকশন পাচ্ছিলাম না, এজন্য কানেক্ট হয়ে আবার আসলাম।
ওকে, তাড়াতাড়ি। কিরণের পরে নিশা, নিশার পরে সিয়াম।
ম্যাম আমার স্ক্রিন দেখা যাচ্ছে?
দেখা যাচ্ছে, শুরু করেন।
Good morning everyone. My name is Shiraj Islam Kiran and my today's topic is SQL injection. In this topic, I explain about these 4 topics. One is what are injection attacks. Second is how SQL injection works. Third is exploiting SQL injection bugs, and fourth is another injection attacks. In injection, what is injection? Injection attacks trick an application into including unintended commands in the data sent to an interpreter. What is interpreter? Interpret string as commands. Example, SQL, shell, something it will be bash or exploit. Now, its key idea. Input data from the application is executed as code by the interpreter. Now it's SQL injection. First, we come to the what is SQL. We all know about SQL database or MySQL database, which is used to in website. This SQL injection used to hack or get access of an website. Now come to the point how it will work. First one, app sends form to users. Secondly, attacker submit form with SQL exploit data. Third is application builds string with exploit data. Fourth is application sends SQL query to database, which we call DB. DB executes query, including exploit, sends data back to application. Application returns data to the users. Next, it's SQL injection in PHP. It's some kind of code which are included in database and PHP code, and it is used in backend of any website. Come to the next slide. SQL injection attack, how it does. Unauthorized access attempt. Those in here we see password equals slash or 1 equal 1 and other is comment. Those are some code by which we can inject SQL in a website. In the next step, SQL statement becomes select counts. It's a comment by which we also see that comments. Check if password is empty or 1 is equal 1, which is always true, permitting access. Those are used to get access of website. It's called SQL injection. Now, finding SQL injection bugs. Submit a single photo as input. If an error results, app is vulnerable or app has some problem by which hackers can hack that website. If no error, check for any output changes. Submit 2 single queries. Database uses to represent each other. If error disappears, app is vulnerable. And another option is try another string. Injecting into select. Most common SQL entry point. By select, we can find out columns from database. From we can take value from table, where expression and order by is expression. Next, injecting into insert creates a new data row in a table. By this insert into tables, we can insert any kind of value in the database. Requirements. Number of values must match columns. Types of values must match column types. Injecting into update. Modifies one or more rows of update or of data. Update table by which we can update of values in database. Union. It's the very important part of SQL injection. Combine selects into one results. Allow attackers to read any table. By union selection, we can find out how much table is used in that database. From this union, we can find out the number of tables, and by this, attackers can easily attack or get SQL inject in that website. Is some comments of union by which attackers can inject SQL. Just like example, application authentication bypass using SQL injection. Suppose a web form takes user ID and password as input. The application receives a user ID and a password and authenticate the user by checking an existence of the user in the user table and matching the data in the PWD column or password column. Assume that the application is not validating what the user types into these two fields, and the SQL statement is created by string concatenation. Impacts of SQL injection. Leakage of sensitive information which are stay in databases, reputational decline, modification of sensitive information, loss of control of DB server, data loss, and others. And last part is DDoS. Other injection types, shell injection or shell upload, we can say there is different kind of shell, just like WSO, scripting language injection, file inclusion, XML injection, expert, SMTP injection, etc. SQL injection conversion. SQL injection is the technique for exploiting applications that use relational databases as their backend. Applications compose SQL statements and sends to database. SQL injection uses the fact that many of these applications concatenate the fixed part of SQL statement with user supplied data that forms where predicts or additional subqueries. Thank you.
ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ। নিশা স্টার্ট করেন।
জি ম্যাম। ম্যাম আমার তো কারেন্ট নেই, আমি মোবাইল থেকেই দেখাচ্ছি আর কি।
স্টার্ট করেন। এরপরে সিয়াম আপনার প্রেজেন্টেশনের স্লাইড রেডি রাখবেন যাতে নিশাটা শেষ হওয়ার পরে আপনারটা শুরু করা যায়। সিয়ামের পরে নিহা।
জি ম্যাম।
নিশা 12টা 8 এর মধ্যে শেষ করবেন।
জি ম্যাম।
ম্যাম।
আসসালাম। কিরণ বল, কি বলবি বল, তাড়াতাড়ি বল। ম্যাম শুরু করব?
হ্যাঁ, স্টার্ট করেন।
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm Fatima Jannat Nisha. Thank you ma'am for letting me to explain my presentation topic. I'm going to focus on cybersecurity laws and regulations.
নিশা মোবাইলটা রোটেট করে নেন।
Okay ma'am. These are the main points for explaining cybersecurity laws and regulation Bangladesh. I could like to begin by showing you introduction of cybersecurity laws and regulation. Cybersecurity is a process that designed to protect networks and devices from external threats. So this law promotes the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of public and private information, so on. Now I could like to elaborate what is cybersecurity. Cybercrime. Cybercrime is a criminal activity that either targets for users a computer network, or a network device. Now I could like to talk about internet and cybercrime. We already know internet crime is a strong branch of cybercrime, such as personal data hacking, virus spreading, online child pornography, and so on. Here we look at the types of cybercrime. Cybercrime managed across a spectrum of activities. This list presents the common types of cybercrime, such as denial of service attack, cyber stalking, security hacker, and so on. Here I like to explain present trend of cybercrime. The number of cybercrime in Bangladesh is increasing day by day, despite the laws of regulating cybersecurity being framed by the government. Bangladesh ranks 6th among 16 countries for the worst cybersecurity in the Bangladesh. Bangladesh Bank has 2016 lack of cybersecurity. These are the present trend of cybersecurity in Bangladesh. Now, reasons of cybercrime. Let's explain some reasons of cybercrime, such as desire of making quick money, confidentiality, information is online, tolerance on someone, they hate to steal identity, and so on. Now I could like to highlight the cybersecurity law in Bangladesh. There are not enough laws in Bangladesh which may punish the cyber criminals. In Bangladesh Code, there is a law named the Bangladesh Information and Communication Law 2006, declared the penalty of 10 years imprisonment with or without fine. Section 68 of the said act has declared the formation of special tribunal named Cyber Tribunal, who is recognized of such kind of cybercrime, but it has yet to punish any kind of punishment. Next point is necessary allegation in Bangladesh to tackle cybercrime. In the ICT Act, In act by the government of Bangladesh, a person guilty of cybercrime must be administered with a punishment of 14 years and minimum of 7 years. Here, I could like to explain the conclusion. As long as there's cyberspace, there will always be a cybercrime. It's a cruel reality, but part of human nature. There are a lot of ways one can become a victim of cybercrime. It is high time that cybersecurity is taken even more seriously, since it not only has the potential of destroying a person's mental health, but also has the power of supporting the economy of Bangladesh.
Okay, Nisha, thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
The slide organization was very nice. Okay, next Siam, start করেন. Siam 30 minutes set করবেন.
Good afternoon. Myself, Siam Hussain. My presentation is all about cross-site forgery, a well-known vulnerability, and also known as CSR. By end of the presentation, we will get a clear idea about what is CSR and how it make user information vulnerable. Here is an example. Suppose a user logged in his bank account. Bank will give him a action token, and by this token, bank will identify this user every time. User don't have to log in every time. And suppose a attacker send him an email or message and make him click a vulnerable link. When the user click this link, it will redirect user to the attacker website, and on the attacker website has a piece of code which make a post request to the bank account money transfer link with some specific pre-written field. User will not understand what is happening, and if bank don't have CSR protection, bank will not identify the attacker, because this request is use same session token, and attacker able to do whatever he want. Then user cannot undo their state when it is too late. This is all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Siam. Next, Miha.
ওকে ম্যাম ম্যাম স্লাইড শেয়ার দেখা যাচ্ছে?
কিছু বোঝা যাচ্ছে না এখানে কে কথা বলতেছে, সবাই হাত তুলে বসে আছে।
Miha, দেখা যাচ্ছে, start করেন.
Thank you. Hello everyone, assalamu alaikum. Wish you all are fine in COVID-19 pandemic situation. Today I'll discuss about cybersecurity law of Bangladesh. Here I am Shajib Miha from Department of Computer Science and Engineering. So let's move to the presentation. Here is the content. I am going to divide my presentation into 8 main parts. Before we start my presentation, first I am going to shortly describe cybersecurity. What is cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is a practice of protecting system, network, and progress from digital attack, and each criminal offense committed against or with the help of computer networks, and it offends against the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of computer data and system. Generally, cyber crimes by using new technologies, and new crimes use internet-based technologies, and attacks upon the computer system and networks themselves. And cybersecurity convention. Here is the couple of cybersecurity convention, that is illegal access and illegal interception and data interference and system interference, and the last one is misuse of device. And here is the some cybersecurity law of Bangladesh, Digital Security Act 2018, and second one is Information and Communication Technology Act 2006, and third one is Incident Advertisement Prohibition Act 1963, and finally Cybersecurity Act 2015. And this is the Digital Security Act 2018. It adopted in October 2018. It is a controversial law that has been described and draconian, and it was feared that the law could be used supers dissenters against the government with the previous and the ambiguous open interception and fraud abuse. And this is Information of Communication Technology Act 2016. This Act, Section 56, 54 to 67 of the ICT Act of Bangladesh ICT Ministry, it is cyber crimes, both and cyber crimes and civil and criminal matters. It is unauthorized copying, extracting and downloading of any data any data in database, and damages and distribution and to computer system and computer network, and denial of access to authorized person to the computer, and hacking with computer system. And this is Incident Advertisement Provision Act 1963. In this act, in Section 3 and Schedule of Bangladesh Law ICT Act 1963, in this act, unless there anything reportation and this in their subjects, and in this case of first conviction with imprisonment which may extend or 6 months, and their last and the previous of this act shall be in addition to and not is degradation of the previous. And last one is Cyber Security Act 2015. And this is the main part of which Cyber Security Act 2015. This act draft published on ICT Ministry. It is a supplementary ICT Act, and this bill proposed the establishment of cybersecurity and agency to define the country's cybergenity, and some of the offense increased jail terms to 20 years, and conduct defines to be terms as cyber terrorism. And here is the some references which I used, and that's all. That's all.
Okay, thank
you, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, me to start.
স্ক্রিন শেয়ারটা অফ করুন।
ও সরি,
মিতুর পরে সঞ্জিদার পরে শামীম।
হচ্ছে না কেন?
মিয়া স্ক্রিন শেয়ার।
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope everyone is fine by the grace of Allah in COVID-19 pandemic situation. I would like to start by introducing myself. My name is Marjia Sultana Mitu, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Today my presentation topic is about cyber security threats. I'm going to divide my presentation into 9 main parts. First, I'm going to describe introduction, and then I'll move other parts. Introduction. Cybersecurity or information technology security is the protection of computer system and networks from information disorder, theft or damage to their hardware, software, or electronic data, as well as from the destruction or misdirection of the service they provide. Types of cyber attacks. There are so many common types of cyber attack, but here I show 5 most common types of attack, namely Trojan horse, virus, hacker, denial of service, distributed denial of service. Trojan horse. In computing, a Trojan horse is an email where misleads user is the true intent. The term is derived from the ancient Greek story of the deceptive Trojan horse that lead to the fall of the city of Troy. There are some common types of Trojan malware, namely backdoor Trojan, distributed denial of service, download Trojan. Hacker. A security hacker is someone who explores methods for defense and exploring weakness in a computing system or network. There are 3 types of hacker, namely black hat hackers, gray hat hackers, and black hat hackers. Website defacement. Website defacement is an attack on a website that changes the visual appearance of a website or a web page. Doxing is the act of publicly revealing previously private personal information about an individual or organization, usually through the internet. How to prevent hacking? It may be impossible to prevent computing hacking. However, effective security controls include a strong password and the use of firewalls can help. Then cyber law in Bangladesh. Punishment for tampering with computer source documents and punishment for hacking shall be punishable with a imprising of either distribution for a terms which may extend to 3 years or with the which may extend to taka 2 lakhs or with both. Here is the reference slide. Any question, please?
No question, thank you. Next, Sanjida. Sanjida.
জি ম্যাম
আমরা কি লিভ নিব ক্লাস?
আমি কি স্টার্ট করব?
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ আপনি স্টার্ট করুন।
আপনি কি সিরিয়ালে নিতে চান?
সিরিয়ালি যারা হ্যান্ড রেজ করছে তাদের মধ্যে থেকে যাদের আইডিয়া আগে তাদেরকে নিতে।
আচ্ছা বুঝছি।
শেষ হয়ে গেছে তারা চাইলে লিভ নিতে পারেন, সমস্যা নাই। প্রেজেন্ট দিয়ে দিয়েন ক্লাসরুমে। Okay, so Sanjida.
Assalamualaikum. I'm Sanjida from 181 batch. My ID is 181002142. My topic is basic of cyber security. Here is the contents. What is first of all, what is cyber security? We have to know. Hello. ম্যাম শুনতে পাচ্ছেন? হ্যালো,
শুনতে পাচ্ছি।
হ্যাঁ তোমার কথা শোনা যায়, তুমি বলো।
Cyber security is the application of technologies, process, and controls to protect the system, networks, programs, device, and data cyber attacks. It aims to reduce the risks of cyber attacks and protect against the unauthorized exploitation of system, network, and technologies. Here types of cybersecurity. Many types of cybersecurity we know. Here is network security, application security, information security, operational security, disaster recovery and business continuity, and end user education. In network security, it is the practice of security of a computer network from under whether targeted attacks or opportunity malware. Application security is the focuses on the keeping software and devices for free threats. Information security is the aims to protect the integrity and privacy of data. Operational security includes the process and decision and handling for protecting and data assets. Disaster and recovery business continuity includes how to the organization restore its operations and information to return to the same operating capacity as before the event. End user education, that anyone can accidentally or introduce a virus to an otherwise secure system by failing to follow good security practices. Cyber threat and or cyber security threat. A cyber or cybersecurity threat is a malicious act that seeks to damage data, steal data, or disrupt digital life in general. Cyber attacks include threats like a computer virus, databases, and denial of service attack. Types of threat. Here is the types of threat that cybercrime, cyber attack, cyber terrorism. Cybercrime includes a single attacks or groups targeting system for financial gain or to cause disruption. Cyber attack often involves a politically motivated information gathering. Cyber terrorism is intended to undermine electronic system to cause panic or fear. Malware. malware is the means malicious software. One of the most common cyber threat malware is software that a cyber criminal or hacker has created to disrupt or damage a legitimate user's computer, often spread via an unsocialized email attachment or looking download. Malware may be used by cyber criminals to make money or politically motivated cyber attacks. SQL injection, and an SQL injection is a type of cyber attack where where used to take control of and steal data from a database. Cyber criminals exploit vulnerabilities in data-driven application to insert malicious code into database via malicious SQL statement. This gives them access to the sensitive information contained in the database. Denial of services, where cyber criminals prevent to a computer system from fulfilling legitimate request by overwhelming the networks and serves with traffic. This renders the system unusable, preventing or organization from cyber carrying out vital functions. Cyber safety. Here is the many of cyber safety tips. Always we will be informed and up to date and alert. We know the tools about risks and rules. We also use online protection tools. We encourage critical thinking. We also set up our internet for safer use. We have to learn about social network. We have to understand game and apps, and always we don't click on links in emails from unknown senders and or unfamiliar website, and avoid using unsecure Wi-Fi networks in public places. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sanjida. Next, Shamin.
Screen share off করলে আমি share করতেছি। করতেছে না কেন?
স্টার্ট করেন, হ্যাঁ দেখা যাচ্ছে।
এটা সরাতে চাচ্ছি উপরে থেকে। আচ্ছা থাকুক এটা। Okay. Hello everyone. First of all, I would quickly introduce myself. I am Shamim Chakladar. I also would like to thank our honorable ma'am to give me the opportunity. Today I will present about cyber security to prevent hacking. Actually, I will discuss about theoretical concept, and I will deliver a thinking from my own thought. Last of the slides. Here is the topic contents. In introduction, what's cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is actually application of technologies, process, and controls is used to protect system, networks, and program from digital attacks. And digital attacks or cyber attacks or hacking that are actually accessing, changing, or destroying sensitive information, or extorting money, or interrupting normal business process. Then loss we can differ as cyber security loss versus gov loss. Actually gov loss is punishment that's variation country have variation country based. Here is a graphical view of risks. That's mean that will be better when is a major development process. Then cyber security loss. That's internationally GLBA of that's past 1999. That's for actually that's for companies who has have access to private or personal financial information of users, and they how to it is stored and how it's it is collected. Then another one is HIPPA, that's also passed in 1996. That's also apply for companies. That's also have access to sensitive medical information and how the information to share and store. That's mean they where she store that is sensitive, obviously sensitive, and they should be take care when they share with others, hospital or something like that. Then another one is CISA, that's passed 2015. That's works with companies and government. Actually, we see, and we see many cases companies or government provides few data to companies. To this sharing process should be secure. To share this data, that any threats can be identified sooner. That's mean any company can be identify any threats fastly from this correct data given from government. Then deal with more efficiently. Then another one is CCPA, and CCPA also almost same. They are also personal information of business categories, and they provide guidance to how to implement the laws. That means other laws how to implement. They are also included. There are more laws also included that was pending for because of short time. I reduce few more laws. Then cyber law in Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, ICT Act enacted by government of Bangladesh. Here's on laws where administered with if any guilty person, punishment of 14 years and minimum of 7 years. Then that's implemented to reduce the number of digital crimes. That's been to reduce the digital crimes. That and then People's Republic of Bangladesh, that's approved 2002. There are also there are three sections. First is section 66 punishment. Then another is 67 hacking with computer system. Then section 68 punishment for hacking. First one was punishment for hacking by computers, source to where attack to source. Then how to prevent hacking. By previous slides, to prevent hacking, cyber law or punishment is enough. Then why Bangladesh Bank reserves haste or then returns. That's mean that those are not enough for to prevent hacking. Actually, most cyber hacking are perpetrated by hackers to show off or satisfaction themselves. That's when they feel on satisfaction. They are inheriting punishment is not best way. It is more important to they are educated about the damage causes of cyber hackings, or we can use them in a valid valid way. Their knowledge that's also another solution, and this will be fundamentally solved to legal problem or to preventing hacking attempts. But always cyber security is first and best choice. Then conclusion. Cyber security actually need to prevent hacking or protection user information. Then should learn always latest hacking method to protect any hacking. Then progress cyber security mechanism. Then discover more secure internet all to give the users. Here,
Thank
all of
you.
my presentation.
ম্যাম আমি কি দিতে পারি এখন?
নেক্সট লেনিন না, হ্যান্ড রেজ যেভাবে ছিল ওই অনুযায়ী আমি ঠিক আছে কামরুল। ওকে
জি ম্যাম, এবার কি আমি দিব ম্যাম?
হ্যাঁ লেনিন স্টার্ট করেন। লেনিনের পরে রাহাতের পরে জুবায়ের, দেন উৎস, তারপর নুসরাত। ঠিক আছে, আমি চ্যাট বক্সে দিয়ে দিছি, দেখেন তারপরে কে।
Hello and assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my presentation. My presentation topic is security service. Myself, I am MD Lelin Mia, ID 181002110, Department of CSE. Presented to Jessia Sharmin, Lecturer, Department of CSE, Green University of Bangladesh. Here is content about security service, authentications, access control, data confidentiality, data integrity, and non-repudiation. Security service. The OSI security architecture is a framework that provides a systematic way of defining the requirements for security and characterizing the approaches to satisfying those requirements. The documents define security attacks, mechanisms, and service and the relationships among these categories. Authentication. The authentication service is concerned with assuring that a communication is authentic. In the case of a single message, such as a warning or a alarm signal, the function of the authentication service is to assure the recipient that the message is from the source that is claims to be from. Access control. In the context of network security, access control is the ability to limit and control the access to host system and applications via communication links. To achieve this, each entity trying to gain access must first be identified or authenticated so that access rights can be tailored to the individual. Data confidentiality. Confidentiality is the protections of transmitted data from passive attack. With respect to the content of a data transmission, several levels of protections can be identified. The broadest service protects all users' data transmitted between two users over a period of time. Data integrity. As with our confidentiality, integrity can apply to a stream of messages, a single message, or selected fields within a message. Again, the most useful and straightforward approach is total stream protection. Non-repudiation. Non-repudiation prevents either sender or receiver from denying a transmitted message. Thus, when a message is sent, the receiver can prove that the alleged sender in fact sent the message. Similarly, when a message is received, the sender can prove that the alleged receiver in fact received the message. That's all about my presentations. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you, Lenin. Next, Rahat. Rahat. Rahat nai. Zubair.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, start করেন.
ম্যাম আমার স্ক্রিন দেখা যাচ্ছে?
দেখা যাচ্ছে.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Juban Matar Joy, batch 181, and ID is 168. And this presentation is all about cyber attack and how to prevent it. Here is the content: cyber attack and the types, web-based cyber attack and system-based cyber attack, and the prevention ways, or we can say the safety ways, as my previous course mate Sanjita told. This is what is cyber attack? A cyber attack is a set of action which is performed by threat actors or hackers who try to gain unauthorized access, steal data from users or the host computers, and also from network. It use malicious code to alter computer code or logic and steal data and lead to cyber crimes, such as information and identity theft, or many other examples. Cyber attack prevention is essential for every business and organization. For example, malware, phishing, spamming, spoofing, spyware, etc. are kind of cyber attack. Cyber attack is two types. One is web-based and second is system-based. Web-based cyber attack. Here is some of the web-based cyber attack, which is injection cyber attack. Injection cyber attack is where some data inject by some web application and retrieve valuable data from the user, then man in the middle. When data is transferring or communication ongoing between two computers or host or client server, a third-party computer came between them as a breach they think the client server or the host computers or the two computer are think that the third party is a breach which is connecting them, but no, that is the a cyber attack which can retrieve data from both computer at a time and can harm their computer or harm their life by steal that data. Then session hijacking. It is a some kind of security attack over a protected network in the cookies. Yes, ma'am.
আপনি হচ্ছে জাস্ট ফাইল ইনক্লুশনটাতে চলে যান।
জি ম্যাম।
নেক্সট স্লাইডে চলে যান।
নেক্সট স্লাইড হচ্ছে সিস্টেম বেস সাইবার অ্যাটাক।
ওকে, এখান থেকে বলেন ব্যাকডোরস কি? ব্যাকডোরস এর জাস্ট ডেসক্রিপশন বলেন।
ম্যাম, ব্যাকডোরস হচ্ছে একটা মেথড, it is a method in which a system security mechanism is bypassed undetectably to access computer's data or computer. It is also known as trapdoor. ম্যাম, এটা হচ্ছে অনেক সময় প্রোগ্রামাররা একটা যাতে কোনো হ্যাকিং বা কোনো কিছু হলে মানে কোনো অ্যাটাক টাইপের কিছু হলে ম্যাম যাতে ওইখান থেকে বের হয়ে আসতে পারে এরকম একটা জায়গা তৈরি করে। বাট অনেক সময় হয় কি প্রোগ্রামাররা নিজেরাই এইটাকে একটা ট্র্যাপডোর হিসেবে ইউজ করে, যাতে এখানে ঢুকলে পরে মানে তারা ছাড়া আর কেউ এটাকে ব্যাক করতে পারে, মানে এটা থেকে বের হতে পারে না।
ভেরি গুড, নেক্সট স্লাইড।
ম্যাম, নেক্সট স্লাইড হচ্ছে প্রিভেনশন ওয়েজ।
ওকে, এরপরে
ম্যাম এরপর হচ্ছে রেফারেন্স কিছু।
ওকে, ঠিক আছে, আল্লাহ খানা, থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম, আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম। নেক্সট উৎস।
ম্যাম দেখা যাচ্ছে?
শুরু করেন।
Hello everyone, I am Ikaram Utsho, ID 181002170, and today I'm talking about spyware. And here's my table of content I'm going to discuss. Before I talk about that, we should know what is spyware. Spyware is one type of malicious software or malware that collects information from a computing system without content. Spyware can capture keystrokes, screenshots, wavefront data, internet uses, habits, and other personal information. The data often delivered to online attacker who sell it to the other or sell to themselves. Who is actually spying us? Online attackers. Online attackers' primary interest in spyware is using it to steal personal information for financial crimes. Marketing organizations are interested in personal information such as email address, online shopping, and browsing habits. That's why they can campaign like spam, browser pop-ups, and home paging, etc. And trusted insiders including those who have physical access to computer system for legitimate purpose, such as employees, contractor, temporary worker. How spyware operates? Spyware tracks online activity, looking for website we visited, financial data or identity data such as credit card number on screen or entered into from field. When keywords you entered, like names of banks, online payment system are observed, the spyware start its data collection process. Impact of spyware. Spyware can cause people to lose trust in the reliability of online business transaction, similar to the problem of counterfeit currency in the physical world. Spyware undermines confidence in online economic activities. Consumer willingness to participate in online monetary transaction decreases for fear of personal financial loss. risk of future security incidents. This sensitive information collected by spyware often includes authentication credentials that may be used for future access to the infected system. Once access is gained, additional information theft or malware installation take places. Another way spyware puts system at a future risk is by installing backdoor access mechanism. And common spyware forms are browser session hijacking. This class of spyware attempts to modify the user browser setting and browser helper objects. Browser helper objects are a feature of Internet Explorer that can exploited by spyware, and they are not always easy to detect. Cookies and web bugs. Cookies are small pieces of information stored on user system by a web server. During the subsequent visit, often cookies are used to storing users authentication and preferences. False anti-spyware tools application available on some internet site advertising themselves as false anti-spyware operates as a separate process or inject itself in slide.
Okay, okay, fine. Okay, next.
এটাই আমার লাস্ট লাস্ট ছিল।
ঠিক আছে তাহলে ওকে আর লাগবে না, থ্যাংক ইউ উৎস। নেক্সট
Yes, ma'am.
স্টার্ট করেন।
Hello everyone and honorable teacher. Assalamu alaikum. Today I will discuss about cyber security. This is Nusrat Farhana, ID 181002183. Here is my content. What is cyber security? Cyber security standards are security standards which enable organizations to practice safe security techniques to minimize the number of successful cyber security attacks. Cybersecurity refers to the technologies and process designed to protect computers, networks, and data from unauthorized access, vulnerabilities, and attacks delivered via the internet by cyber criminals. Though cybersecurity is important for network data and application security. What is communication security? Communication security is protecting organization, communication media, technology, and content. What is network security? Network security is the protection of networking components, connection, and content. And what is information security? Information security is the protection of information and its critical elements, including the system and hardware that use, store, or transmit that information. What is cybercrime? A generalized definition of cybercrime may be unlawful acts wherein the computer is either a tool or target or both. Cybercrime is known by lots of different names, including computer crime, e-crime, or electric crime. This is the history. The first recorded cybercrime was recorded in the year 1820. The first cybercrimes include illegal access, illegal interception, system interference, data interference, misuse of device, and fraud. Why should we care? It's a criminal activity committed on the internet. Cybercrime, where computer is either a tool or target or both. How can we protect? Read privacy policy carefully when you submit the data through internet. And the encryption is lots of website uses secure socket layer to encrypt the data and disable remote connectivity. Advantage of cybersecurity. It will differ from hacks and virus. The application of cybersecurity used in our PC needs update every week. The security developers will update their database every week once. Hence, the new virus also deleted. There are the safety tips. Use antivirus software, insert firewalls, pop-up blocker, uninstall unnecessary software, maintain backup, check security settings, use secure connection, or don't give personal information unless required. And this is the conclusion part. The only system which is truly secure is one which is switched off and unplugged. So only way to be safe is pay attention and act smart. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you, Nusra. Next journal,
Yes, ma'am.
start করেন।
Hello, everyone. I am MD Joinal Abedin from CSE department. Today, my presentation topic is firewall. Here is the table of content that I discuss. Introduction. A firewall is a security device, computer, hardware, or software. It actually provide network security. It helps to protect by filtering traffic and blocking outside from gaining unauthorized access to the private data on computer. It also provide different level of protection. Basic type of firewalls. There are two types of basic firewalls. One host or software firewall, and other is a network-based firewall. How they work? Actually, a software firewall works. It controls the behavior of specific application. A lot of antivirus program come with it. Their example is Microsoft Windows firewall. A network-based firewall. Network-based firewall is the first line of defense for traffic that pass in and out of a network. Combination of hardware and software, and it protect entire full network. As the firewall environment, there are different types of environment where a firewall can be implemented. Simple environment can be a packet filter firewall. Complex environments can be several firewalls and proxies. VPN, DM, that are the example of firewall environment. Testing a firewall configuration. That there are rules that which can enter and which are not. If we see that the host field actually here 3-digit, if any IP address that comes with host field 2-digit, then this network cannot accept that, and then here occur Denny. And if we set up firewall with the firm and comes that type IP address, then easily that can allow. Advantage protection against Trojans. Trojans, there are different type of Trojans and virus that can protect it, prevent hackers. Different types of hackers had protected access control and better privacy. Disadvantage cost. Parallel cost is more than others type of security. User restriction, no, here only some user will be restricted that are not suitable for that networks. Malware attacks can attack and complex operations. Conclusion: it is clear that some form of security for private networks connected to the internet is essential. A firewall is an important and necessary part of that security, but cannot be expected to perform all the required security functions. And that's all my presentation. Here is the reference.
Yeah, thank you, Jonal.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম ম্যাম।
Thank you.
ম্যাম আমি কি দিব, আমার সিরিয়াল ছিল অনেক আগে।
রাহাতকে কয়বার ডাকছি আমি ক্লাসে?
ম্যাম আমি একটু ডিসকানেক্টেড হয়ে গেছিলাম।
আচ্ছা রাহাত একটু দাঁড়ান, কামরুল পর্যন্ত শেষ হোক তারপরে, ওকে?
সিরিয়াল আগে ছিল ম্যাম, মাঝখানে কারেন্ট
দেখা যাচ্ছে।
ওকে সাগর স্টার্ট করেন।
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Dahid Hassan Sagar, ID 181002173. Today my presentation topics name cybercrime and security. Here is the table of content. Now, introduction. The internet in Bangladesh is growing rapidly. It has given rise to new opportunities in every field. We can think to be an entertainment, business, sports, or education. There are two sides in a coin. Internet also had its own disadvantage in cybercrime, illegal activity committed on the internet. What is cybercrime? Cybercrime is defined as a crime where a computer is the object of the crime or is used to a tool of commit an offense. A cybercriminal may use a device to access user personal information, business information, and government information or disable the device. Here are the types of a cybercrime: hacking, denial service of attack, cyber terrorism, virus dimension. Now hacking. Hacking is a simple terms mean an illegal instruction into a computer system or networks. A denial service of attack. Act by the criminal who floods the bandwidth of the victim network is his email box with spam mail depriving him of the service. Now cyber terrorism. Cyber terrorism is use of internal based attack in terrorist activities. Technology in survey terrorists are using 512-bit encryption, which is impossible to the describe. Where is the cyber security? Internet security is a branch of computer security especially related to the internet. Its objective is to establish rules and measures to use against attack over the internet. Here, how can we protect cybercrime? Read private safe policy carefully when you submit the data through internet encryption. Lot of website uses secure socket layer to encrypt the data. Use strong password, software updated, and disable remote connectivity. Advantage of cyber security. Defined as from the critical attack, browse the safe website, internet security process all the incoming and outgoing data on our computer, protection against data from the theft, and protect system against virus, worm, spyware, and other unwanted program. Thank you.
সিকোয়েন্স আছে এখানে একটা না?
না সিকোয়েন্সে তো এই সাগর পড়ে ছিল
না, ম্যাম দিয়ে দিছে।
না আমি আগে ছিলাম, ম্যাম লিস্ট করে দিয়েছে।
ম্যাম চ্যাট লিস্টে হচ্ছে সিকোয়েন্স দিয়ে দিছে।
নেক্সট পরে রাফিউলের দেওয়ার কথা ছিল, বাট
রাফিউলের পরে
ম্যাম মেভিনের সবার শেষে নিয়ে
কামরুল স্টার্ট করেন।
ম্যাম আমি
হ্যাঁ কামরুলের পরে আমি, আমার পরে হচ্ছে রাফিউল, তারপর হচ্ছে মারিয়া।
কামরুল এখনো দেয় নাই। আচ্ছা আমি ভাবছি কামরুল দিয়ে ফেলছে, সরি আমার ভুল হয়েছে।
ম্যাম আমার কারেন্ট নেই, আমি ফোন থেকে দিচ্ছি। কিন্তু
বুঝি নাই,
আমি বলতেছি আমার এখানে কারেন্ট নাই, তো আমি ফোন থেকে দিচ্ছি।
সমস্যা নাই,
ওকে ওকে দেন, নো প্রবলেম, স্টার্ট করেন।
ম্যাম দেখতে পাচ্ছেন?
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ দেখতে পাচ্ছি, স্টার্ট করেন।
Assalamu alaikum, hello everyone, I'm Kamrul Hassan. My presentation topic is malware, and today I'll talk about different kind of malware that exist. So here is the contents that I will go through.
First, we'll get introduced with what is malware. Then we'll talk about types of malware. So first thing first, so what is malware? It's an umbrella term that describes any malicious program. So it can be so-called virus, Trojan horse, or anything that can harm your computer can be called as malware. Whereas the types of malware, we have virus, Trojan horse, spyware, adware, and worm. And we will talk about all of this later. So let's talk about the virus first. So it's a malware that attaches to another file or program, and when it executed, replicates itself by modifying other computer programs. So it's need user intervention to replicate itself. Now let's talk about spyware. So it's also a malware that secretly observes the user activities without permission from the user and ports it to the software authors. That's it can steal your credit card number or bank account number without your any knowing. So, and next topic is adware. So it's just it's an annotated software that designed to throw ads upon your skin, most often within a web browser. So it is actually used by companies for marketing purpose, generally. Then we have worms. It's similar to virus, but they are also self-replicating. The difference is that worms can spread across computer on their own, but viruses need user intervention. So that's the main difference between worms and virus. And for the last topic, we have Trojan horse. So it's the most dangerous kind of malware. It usually represents itself as useful software and can harm your system. Trojan are used to install other forms of malware in your system and steal information. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kamrul. Next, Shahjalal.
Yes, ma'am. Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum, and honorable teacher, Assalamu alaikum. Nowadays, we used various type of technology to easy our life, but for that we faced various security issues. So here will discuss cybersecurity with AI. This is Mohammad Shahjalal, ID 181002079. So what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence refers to systems designed by humans that, given a complex goal, act in the type of physical or digital world by perceiving their environment, interpreting the collection structure, or understand the unstructured data, reasoning on the knowledge deriving from this data, and decision the best action to take according to predefined parameter to achieve the given goal. AI system can also be designed to learn to adapt their behavior by analyzing how the environment is affected by their previous actions. AI is a specific disciplines. AI includes several approach and techniques, such as machine learning, of which deep learning and reinforcement learning are a specific example, and robotics, which includes control, perception, sensors, and actuators, as well as the interactions of all other techniques into cyber physical systems. Cybersecurity and AI has a 4 angles of influence. First one is AI to create a smarter cybersecurity. For example, more efficiently or effectively security control, such as antivirus, intrusions, deletion, and prevention, email scanning, automatic discovery, or automatic malware analysis, smarter cyber defense, etc. And second one is robustness of AI algorithm. For example, adversarial machine learning, for example, exploitation of weakness in AI algorithm to change their behavior, attacks against AI powered cyber physical system, etc. And third one is misuse of AI. For example, creation of deep audio, video facts, AI-powered malware, software, social engineering attacks, etc. And fourth and last is use of AI to fight cyber attacks and criminals. For example, biometrics, smarter for forensics, for fraud analysis, encryption challenge, fight against fake news, etc. Here we discuss about the further improvement of AI. First one is understand skill and training that are going to be necessary. Enable responsible Windows spared. Define a framework to access and test AI safely. And AI in cybersecurity, define and agreed upon AI security risk framework and accessories set of AI security controls, such as AI as a tool, AI as a target. Define a framework to access use of AI by cybersecurity threat actors. Define a framework to access and test AI-based cybersecurity solutions. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you, Shahjalal. Next, Rafiul.
जी मैम
Start করেন। রাফিউল স্টার্ট করেন। রাফিউল ওকে রাফিউল আমাকে শোনা যাচ্ছে না? ওকে রাফিউলেরটা পরে নিচ্ছি। মারিয়াটা রেডি আছে? মারিয়া
জি ম্যাম সব রেডি।
ওকে মারিয়া স্টার্ট করেন। রাফিউলের প্রবলেম সলভ করো, দেন মারিয়ার পরে রাফিউল কন্টিনিউ করবেন।
ম্যাম স্ক্রিনশট দেওয়া যাচ্ছে না
কেন?
হ্যালো, এখানে ওই যে ক্যান নট স্টার্ট স্ক্রিন শেয়ার আছে। Assalamu alaikum. My name is Maria Ajit Mebin, ID 181002131.
हमने लागे ना प्रेजेंटेशन आइसे शाला इसे हैं
Hello.
मैं ओके म्यूट कर दें मैं ओके म्यूट कर दें
Okay, ম্যাম আমি আবার শুরু করি। Assalamu alaikum. My name is Maria Ajit Mebin, ID 181002131. My presentation title is FinTech in Cybersecurity. Here is my outline, and my outline will cover by these topics: introduction, test security, examples of fintechs, importance of fintechs in cybersecurity, and etc. Here in this slide, you can see introduction. What is fintechs? The fintechs word is coming from financial technology, as it refers that to the use and involvement of software and technology in the finance sector. In this slide, we can see fintech security. In cybersecurity, it may be just the most important aspect of financial technology in modern world, with 2020 being the worst year of record of terms of files exposed in data branches. A short security approach is necessary to combat modern dangers. And here I can say another question that what is its challenges? The major fintech security challenges are, we can see from the statistic above, the fintech industry as highly vulnerable to security attacks. It deals with tons of delicate and important financial information like password, bank accounts, identity data, etc. Here in this slide, we can see examples of sub fintechs. Some well-known companies such as Functional Capital and Leading Club, Cabbage, and Wellfront are examples of fintech companies that are emerged of the past decade, providing new twist in financial quest and allowing consumer to have more influence on their financial outcomes. In the right side, we can see a picture, and there we can see some more applications of fintech, and there we can see bank, mobile banking, mobile payment, insurance, trading, etc. Now we can talk about the importance of financial cybersecurity. Fintech companies are startup offer more flexible products in services than banks due to modest legal regulations. They also offer shortest time to market, which is particularly important from the business perspectives. And here is the advantages of fintechs. Globally, fintech applications have contributed to facilitating banking and financial services, making leading without commercial banks, intermediation possible, financializing the accelerating payments and the transfer of funds, developing low cost investment methods through financial platforms. And on the right side, we can see that disadvantages, and from the pros and cons, it can ruin the privacy. Current fintechs often only weeks because it strongly digitize our way. When we use an app like Uber or something else, then we will get expensive knowledges. And at an even more essential level, those who have a way to our financial information can also get the pictures of our actions. Here's the reference, and that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Maria. Next, Shakil starts.
Ma'am, leave me go.
ম্যাম আমি দিয়ে দিই।
Start করেন, Shakil. Rafiul Nai. That's the video description.
Hello everyone, this is Shakil Ahmed. Today I will talk about my presentation topic is cybersecurity and law. Here is table of content, introduction, type of cybersecurity, type of crime, cybercrime and cybersecurity, then cyber laws and conclusion. Introduction, the internet is a world is growing rapidly. It has given rise of new opportunity to every field we can think it to be: entertainment, business, support and education. There are two sides of a coin. Internet also has its own disadvantage is cybercrime, illegal activities on the internet. Type of cybersecurity. Here is some type of cybersecurity: hacking, DOS, denial of service attack, virus, computer vandalism, cyber terrorism, and software privacy. Hacking is the simple terms of the illegal intrusion into the computer system or network. DOS, it is acted by the criminal who flowed the bandwidth of the victim network, and it is in his email box with spam mail is the service. Virus, malicious software that attaches itself to other software, and computer vandalism, damage or destroying data rather than the stealing, and terrorism virus. Cyber terrorism, use the internet based on attack in terrorist activities. Technology safe terrorists are using 512-bit encrypted, which is impossible to decrypt. And the last one is software privacy, a thief of software through the illegal copying and genius programmer. Describing of the product in intent the pass of the original authority. Here is some couple of cyber security. Password are the strong on for your own privacy, and so only password or primary option is ensure privacy of your information. Ensure password is complex in nature. As then security awareness, social media, FB, Twitter is etc. It is now integrate part of our daily life. So be sensitive what we upload in here, and network account.
Shakil, skip it.
And here is a cyber law, and regarding Bangladesh, we do not have a cyber security law except the computational information and communication technology. And the proposal of chapter 9 offense, including some cybercrime provisions that prohibited attack or unauthorized access to computer and computers and computer system. So chapter 9 section 66 punishment for tampering with the computer source or document, and chapter 9 session 67 hacking with a computer system, and chapter 9 session 68 punishment for hacking. And conclusion, the objective of this presentation is educated and create awareness among the people of community on the use technology. Internet media is implementation on possible cybercrime, some of the possible prevent measurement. So this is my presentation. Thank you.
Nuzhat,
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, আমি দিব।
sound Nuzhater pore Shariful, Shariful Sumayya.
Ma'am, leave me any go. Ma'am.
Okay.
ম্যাম নুজাতের পর তো আমি ছিলাম ম্যাম সিরিয়ালি।
Nuzhater pore na, Nuzhater pore
আমার কথা কি শোনা যাচ্ছে?
হ্যাঁ, শোনা যাচ্ছে।
Hello everyone, I am
নিয়ে
Hello everyone, I am Nuzhat Tabassum and my ID is 181002163. Today I will discuss about DC-Hellman algorithm.
সমস্যা হয়েছে? ওকে, আপনি এটা
ম্যাম তাহলে কি আমি দিয়ে দেব শরীফুল ইসলাম?
তো হ্যাং হয়ে গেছে।
নো প্রবলেম। আমি শরীফুলেরটা নিচ্ছি, ইন দ্য মিনটাইম আপনি ট্রাই করেন, ওকে?
ম্যাম ওর স্ক্রিন শেয়ারটা ক্যান্সেল করলে আমি স্ক্রিন শেয়ার দিই।
ওকে। ওকে শরীফুল, স্ক্রিন শেয়ার অন করেন।
ম্যাম দেখা যাচ্ছে?
হ্যাঁ, দেখা যাচ্ছে।
ওকে, আমি শুরু করি। Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Before we begin, let me introduce myself. I am Shariful Islam. Studied CSC department, Green University of Bangladesh. Today I am talking about security network layer, IP security. And thanks to our honorable teacher, Jessia Sharmin ma'am, to introduce myself. And here is my table of content. Let me go on discussion. Introduction. First, IP security. IP security is a collection of protocol designed by an internet ethical task force that's called IETF to provide security for packet at the network level. The network layer in the internet is often referred to as the internet protocol or IP layer. IP security helps create an authorized and confidential packet for as IP layer. Here is a some protocol of IP or TCP category. Here I show our main point is third point, network. IP security can be useful in several areas. First, it can enhance the security of those client server programs such as electrical mail that use their own security protocol. Second, it can enhance the security of those client server programs such as HTTP and that's use security service provide and the transport layer. And another point is models. IP security create two different model, transport mode and tunnel mode. Transport mode protocol that network layer payload, the payload to be encapsulate in the network layer. It's simply used to secure IP connection. And another point is tunnel mode. Tunnel mode IP security protocol, the entire IP packet is takes IP packet including the header and applies IP security method to the entire packet. That's the entire packet and the adds a new IP header. That's it's is a very secure modes, and it's primary used to VPN. And my another point is comparison. Comparison means transport layer and tunnel mode comparison. If a user send a data in tunnel mode, first data go to the router thought and encrypt to the data and go another router, then go the another device. And here the data is encrypt router to router, and transport mode data will encrypt into endpoint device to device. And here we show another is transport layer is IP security before transport mode IP layer is before transport layer, and tunnel mode IP layer is network layer. And my another point is security protocol. Here is a two type of security protocol, AES and ESP mode. And here two type of security mode is transport mode and tunnel mode. First I define transport mode. Transport mode protocol, the transport header and the transport payload. In A is the integrity check is compute on part on the IP header using ACE MAC, and ESP does not provide protection of any part of the IP header transport mode. Here I show the figure. And our another point is tunnel mode. Tunnel mode to protect the IP header and ISP is called tunnel mode. Packets route thought heterogeneous network. It's most important point, a heterogeneous network to thought data packet. And original IP packet is encapsulated within a large packet containing an IP security header in extra IP header. That's the call is tunnel mode is more safe to transport mode. And ESP is the tunnel mode encrypted by MAC in inner and IP header, those providing a limited often flow confidentiality. Here is my presentation. Here my reference. Thank you, ma'am. Any question?
Okay, thank you, Shariful.
ম্যাম এটা কি আমি দিতে পারবো ম্যাম জি ম্যাম
ওকে নসাদ স্টার্ট করেন নসাদ শুরু করেন নসাদ আপনার কথা শুনতে পাচ্ছি না
সরি ম্যাম আমি মিউট থেকে কথা বলতেছিলাম
ওকে নেভার মাইন্ড ওকে ইন্ট্রোডাকশন থেকে শুরু করেন স্লাইড নাম্বার 3
Okay, introduction traditional cryptography. You already know about cryptography and how we can secure our message using some kind of crypto algorithm. But what about the key using which key we are going to encrypt and decrypt our message if we use symmetric key? It also must be forwarded to others who will decrypt our message. This is where secret key exchange come in. I'll be covering the basic concept of Diffie-Hellman algorithm, using which those secret key are forwarded from one end to another. Let's see how it works. Let's assume Fahi is trying to send a secret key to Faha by using internet protocol, and we are going to consider our network layer as public. First, Fahi will send a variable to public. We are assuming the variable in this bin node, and now Faha will get this bin node from the public. And now Paha will declare the local node assuming that it is blue node, and Paha will perform addition operation with green node and the yellow node Y. And also Pahi will declare a local node assuming that it is yellow node will perform addition operation with green node. After addition operation, assuming that Pahi gets YG yellow green node and Paha gets blue green node, now they will transfer this yellow node and blue green node and to the public, because Pahi and Paha are not sending the local node to the public, and also the local node is randomly generated. If hacker gets the yellow green and blue green, they are not able to press that it is created using yellow and green and blue and green. Now Pahi will get the blue green and from the public, which was created by Paha, and Paha will get yellow green, which was created by Pahi. After that, Pahi will perform addition operation with local node Y and BG and blue green. And on the other hand, Paha will perform addition with local node B and yellow green. As we can see that there after the addition operation, Pahi's secret key is BYG blue yellow green, and Paha's secret key is BYG blue yellow green. So we can say that Pahi and Paha successfully transferred the secret key. Here are some advantages and disadvantages of the DC-Hellman algorithm. Advantages: first one, the sender and receiver don't need any prior knowledge of each other. Second one, once the keys are exchanged, the communication of the data can be done through and insecure channel. Third one, the sharing of the secret key is safe. Here are disadvantages: the algorithm cannot be issued for any asymmetric key exchange, and similarly, it cannot be used for signing digital signatures. That is the parent. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nujhat. Sumaya.
Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum everyone. Today I am going to present on topic authentication. Before I start, I would like to thank JCA Sharmin ma'am. Okay, here is the content. Introduction, types of authentication. Authentication types. Entity based authentication, certificate based authentication, e-token based password based authentication. Password are the most common form of authentication. Password may be a string of alphabets, number, and letter, and this password is compulsory to be known by the entity or the thing or person that is being authenticated. Continue. Firstly, promotes for user ID and password. Second, users enter user ID and password. Third, user ID and password validation. Fourth, authentication result back to the server, and last, inform user accordingly. Certificate-based authentication. A certificate is a digital document that in a minimum includes a discriminate name and associate public key. The certificate dictate is signed by a trusted third party known as the certificate authority. Certificate-based authentication continues step: creation, storage, and distribution of TC, login requests, server creates and random challenge. Fourth, user signs the random challenge, server return appropriate message back to the user. E-token based authentication. An authentication token is a small device that generates a new random value every time it is used. This random value becomes the basis of authentication, can be implemented on a USB key fob or smart card that are physically protected on the device itself, may store conditionals such as password, digital signature, and certificate and private keys. E-token based authentication content. Step: First, creation of a token. Second, use of tokens. Third, token validation. Fourth, server returns an appropriate message back to the user. Biometric-based authentication. Biometric refers to the identification of humans by their characteristics such as fingerprint, voice, iris pattern of eye, vein pattern, etc. Biometrics is used in computer science as a form of identification and access control. Biometric-based authentication. Continue. The user database contains a sample of user biometric characteristics, fingerprints such as face, retina, etc. During authentication process, the user is required to provide a new sample of the user biometric. The sample is sent to encryption. This current sample is decrypted and compared, and user is considered as valid one. User right to access the system and information and protect against identity theft and fraud. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sumaya. Rahat.
जी मैम Assalamualaikum everyone. Hopefully everyone is fine, and also you have to pray to our God for this pandemic situation. However, first of all, I want to give a thanks to my teacher for giving this opportunity. And okay, today I am attending here for presenting a topic that is related to computer and cyber security. And this presentation is presented for our honorable teacher Jessica Shamin ma'am and presented by me. So here is my topic, and that is integer arithmetic. And here we see some pictures that all are related in our topics. Actually, in this slide, nothing at all. In the next, about integer. So in integer arithmetic, we use a set of few operations. We are familiar with this set and the corresponding operations. But they are reviewed here to create a background for modular arithmetic also. Then the next set of integer. The set of integer denoted by Z contains all integer numbers, and actually with no fraction from the negative infinity to positive infinity. And the example is here. So the next is binary operations. A binary operation takes two inputs and creates one output. Three common binary operations defined for integers. That these are addition, subtractions, and multiplications. And here you see a figure also. Actually, we have described this feature in our next slide. And then here is one. Each of these operations takes two inputs like A and B and creates one in output like C. As shown in figure, the two inputs come from the set of integers and the output goes into the set of integers also. So actually we are clear now. Then let's take an example. The following shows the result of the three binary operations on two integers. Because each input can be either positive or negative, we can have 4 cases for each operations, and in the box we see that. So it has nothing actually described on. So here is the finish. Thanks for the attentions. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Rahat.
ম্যাম আমি দিব
ম্যাম আমি দিয়ে দিই ম্যাম শামিমা ম্যাম
আমরা সিরিয়াল ওয়াইজ নিচ্ছি যে
ম্যাম ওই তো রাহাতের পরে আমার সিরিয়াল ছিল ম্যাম আপনি মেনশন করে দিয়েছেন
তাহলে ঠিক আছে ওকে স্টার্ট করেন শামিমার পরে হচ্ছে রাফিউলের পরে পিয়াস দেন
ওকে ম্যাম
ওকে
আসসালামু আলাইকুম my name is Shamima Akhtar. My topic name is software defined networking. Here is my content. and software defined networking definition. So SDN is an approach to networking that uses software based controllers or application programming interface to communicate with underlying hardware infrastructure and direct traffic on a network. And I have some example of SDN, like SDN Cisco Open SDN controllers, Broadcast SDN controller, etc. SDN have some data plan, like processing and delivery of packets based on state in routers and endpoints, IP, TCP, Ethernet, etc. Control panel establishing the state in routers determines how and where packets are forwarded, routing, traffic engineering, farewell state. Separate control panel and data plan entities have programmable data plans, maintain control program data plane from a central entity control plane software called nControl. An architecture to control not just a networking device but an entire network. There is the diagram of SDN. There is control panel, global network, network operating system, and this is the packet forwarding with the protocol, and this is control via open forwarding interface. So need for SDN, facility innovation in a network, layered architecture with standard open interface, experiment and research using bulky expensive equipment, more accessibility since software can be easily developed by more vendors, more flexibility with programmability, ease of customization, and integration with other software application, program a network vs configure a network. SDN have some layers. One is
skip it. Slide next slide. Next slide. Okay, you can elaborate this one. Okay, এটা elaborate করেন. শামিমা.
হ্যালো ম্যাম, শুনতে পাচ্ছেন?
শামিমা বলেন, এখন শুনতে পাচ্ছি।
জি ম্যাম, আমার পিসি হ্যাং হয়ে গেছিল ম্যাম। আচ্ছা ম্যাম, there is the open flow diagram. This is the open flow controller, and this is the control path, and this is the open flow, and there I have a data path which is under hardware, and this is open flow protocols which we call TCP. Okay. Next. The current status of SDN: Google built a hardware and software based on OpenFlow protocol. VMware purchased Nycria for 1.26 billion in 2012. IBM, HP, NEC, Cisco, and Juniper also are offering SDNs that may incorporate OpenFlow, but also have other that are specific to that vendor and their gear. Conclusion and future scope.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Rokiul.
जी मैम। ম্যাম দেখা যাচ্ছে?
হ্যাঁ দেখা যাচ্ছে, স্টার্ট করেন।
I am Rafiul Gorim. My presented topic is web database security, supervised by JCMM. Here is my content. First of all, over with the database security, database security definition, why need database security, and concept of database security, ways to protect websites, database, and conclusion. Overview. Nowadays, nowadays, day by day, our data and data, the vast process in today's world, we need everything secured. Whether it's mobile, computer, vehicles, or almost everything we need to secure. What is the definition of the database security? Database security is defined as a process by which confidentiality, integrity, availability of the database can be protected. Database and security. And what is database? It is a collection of information stored in a computer. Security, free from danger. It is being free from a danger. Now, database security. It is a mechanism that protects the database against intentional and accidental threats. Why is important? Web database security? Compares intellectual property. Intellectual property, trade secrets, inventions, priority aspects, maybe critical ability to maintain a compute advantage in market. If that intellectual property is stolen or exposed, competitive advantage may be difficult to or impossible to maintain or recover. Damage a brand reputation. If we suppose a e-commerce site, customer partners may not be willing to buy product or services if they don't feel they can trust the product data of theirs. Business continuity. Some business cannot continue to operate until a branch is resolved. Finance or penalties for non-compliance. This financial impact for failing the comply with global regulation, such as any payment card or working is not for payment. Concepts of database security. There are main concept: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Confidentiality and that unauthorized data and allowed. Unauthorized data, it is protecting. ma'am.
Yes, keep kora jan erpor slide dekhi. Okay, protection. Next. Okay, YouTube invited hacker, multi-factor. Okay, erpore. Next. Trust say. Okay, software regularity manage. Okay, manage DNS. এটা describe করেন.
ম্যানেজ ডিএনএস হচ্ছে যে আমার যে আইপি অ্যাড্রেসটা আছে, এই আইপি অ্যাড্রেসটাতে যখন আমি কোন যে সময় হিট করতেছি, সেই আইপি অ্যাড্রেসটাতে যাচ্ছে নাকি অন্য কেউ ভুলভাল কোনো আইপি অ্যাড্রেসের এটা চেঞ্জ করে দিছে, এই জিনিসটা হচ্ছে আমাদের সবসময় ম্যানেজ রাখতে হবে।
ওকে, ঠিক আছে, থ্যাংক ইউ রাফিউল।
জি ম্যাম, থ্যাংক ইউ।
ওকে, নেক্সট পিয়াস।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম। স্ক্রিন শেয়ার অফ করলাম, স্ক্রিন দেখছি না। ম্যাম আমার স্ক্রিন কি দেখা যাচ্ছে?
হ্যাঁ, স্ক্রিন দেখা যাচ্ছে। স্টার্ট করেন।
Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation. My presentation topic is Chinese Reminder Theorem. My name is Tanbir Ahmed, IT 181002155, Department of CS. These are my presentation topic content, which I am going to cover throughout my presentation. Introduction. Chinese Reminder Theorem is an ancient theorem that gives multiple equations to have a simultaneous integer solution. Here we can see a math problem where some conditions are given. Excess value is a number whose value is 3 if we mod that number with 4. Excess value is 5, which if we mod that number with 6, excess value is 2 if we mod that number with 5. So we have to find the value of x. To find the number, we can use some kind of formula. Like here we can see, like x is equal to ai mod mi. Here ai value are 3, 5, and 2, and mi values are 4, 6, and 5. We can use Chinese theorem to find the excess value if the GCD of 4, 6, 5 is equal to 1. To calculate the value of x, we can apply the rule. Capital M1 multiplied by capital X1 multiplied by lower a1. We can follow this rule to capital Mn Xn to an. And the whole value mod by capital M, where capital M is equal to lower m1 multiplied by lower m2 multiplied by lower m3, so on and so forth. Just forgot the formula. We can use a simple formula to get the value of x. First, we will find the LCM of 4. And get the mode of 4, which is 3, and we add LCM of 4 with 3. Then we will get 7, 11, 14, so on and so forth. Now for the next number, we will find LCM of 4 and 6 together and add the need requirement from the upper table. And add the LCM of 4 and 6 to the requirement fulfilled upper table number, which is 11. That's how we will calculate the next table's number. And here we can see our first number is 47. So we can say that because LCM of 12 and 5 is 60, 12 and 5 is 60, and 47 is fulfilling our 3 requirements. So we can say that the first value of x we can take as a 47, and the next number is 107, and so on and so forth, if we adding 60 with our previous number. Thank you. Do you have any question?
No question. Thank you, Piyash.
ম্যাম শুনতে পাচ্ছেন?
You can start.
Hello everybody, Assalamu alaikum. I am Parvez Hussain from Department of CSE. My ID is 181002085. Today my presentation topic is transport layer security. Now I am going to my presentation. Here is my content. Firstly, what is transport layer security? Transport layer security is the successor to the secure sockets layer. Transport layer security is a protocol that ensures privacy between communication application and their users on the internet. Then why do we need it? Transport layer ensures that no third party may eavesdrop or tamper with any message. Then benefits of transport layer security. Firstly, encryption. Transport layer security can help to secure transmitted data using encryption. Then algorithm flexibility. Transport layer security provides options for the authentication mechanisms, encryption algorithms, and hashing algorithms that are used during the secure session. Then interoperability. Transport layer security works with most web browsers, including Microsoft Internet Explorer and Netscape Navigator, and on most operating system and web servers. And lastly, ease of development. Many applications use transport layer security transparently on a Windows Server 2003 operating system. Next. Transport layer security protocols that operates directly on top of transport layer transmission control protocol. There is this. Then working of transport layer security. The client connects to server. The client can be anything. The client sends a number of specification, such as version of transport layer security and which cipher suites compressions method it wants to use. Then the server checks what the highest transport layer security version is that is supported, picks a cipher suite from one of the client's options, and optionally picks a comparison method. Then after this, the basic setup is done. The server sends its certificate. This certificate must be trusted by either the client itself or a party that the client trusts. For example, if the client trusts GeoTrust, then the client can trust the certificate from google.com because GeoTrust cryptographically signed Google's certificate. Then having verified the certificate and being certain this server really is who he claims to be, a key is exchanged. This can be a public key, a pre-master secret, or simply nothing, depending on the chosen cipher suite. Then the server and the client can now compute the key for the secret encryption. Then the handshake is now finished and the two hosts can communicate securely. To close the connection, a close notify alert is used if an attacker tries to terminate the connection by finishing the TCP connection. Both sides will know the connection was improperly terminated. The connection cannot be compromised by this though merely interrupt. And then how to detect secure connections. Chrome can display the version. Click on the padlock icon. A pop-up appears which contains some details, including the protocol version. The connection uses transport layer security. And here is the site. That's all about my presentation. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Parvez. Okay. Okay, so see you in the next class. Allah Hafiz.
Yeah, salam.
Salam.
Assalamu alaikum.